Similarly to how I was expecting just like more from Eddie's character and kind of time on the show, the second character I feel that most strongly with is Jason. I've seen a lot of people saying the same thing of like, I had to rewind to see like, I'm sorry, did Jason just die there? Because I was so expecting him to be part of season 5. I've been thinking a lot about the way I feel like season 4 treated a lot of threads in its characters, and it feels like a lot of them were like Steve, where for a period of time they were kind of allowed to roam and kind of defy expectation, but at this point, as the Duffers are kind of winding down their story, they reeled them back in and like wove them back into the tapestry where they were expected to be. But then there are characters like Eddie and Jason who were kind of just conceived of very short-sightedly, just sort of to play a singular role and to then be cut and terminated. And that feels like such an odd reaction to have to these characters, because the way I was kind of watching the show and absorbing it was kind of like, by the end of episode 7, feeling like, wow, there's a lot of shit to tie up here. I bet a lot of it won't be. I was fully expecting it to be like, Vecna didn't quite get defeated, and it was just sort of like fading into the west for a little bit, very, very much a Lord of the Rings type thing, and then a final return in season 5, and then like a full kind of battle and defeat. And mirroring that, I was expecting a lot of the sort of human side of things to also not fully get resolved. I wasn't expecting Eddie to get exonerated at the end of season 4, but I was expecting it to simply be a dangling thread at the end of the season that would then get resolved with everything else in 5. And likewise, what I was expecting from Jason, which I thought they were setting up, was him becoming the cult leader that he was painting Eddie to be. The story that I expected to see, the cast parallel that I was actually expecting to show up before the season ended, was Jason becoming Vecna's right-hand man and kind of seeking him for power, not realizing exactly what he was, but being so consumed in his kind of joy and his righteous crusade, using Chrissy's name to do it. I just kind of thought that that's where that was going. And so again, it just continues to surprise me the more I revisit it, how much previous seasons have been influenced by interactions during the filming of the show that clearly changed the course of the show. And it really makes me wonder what's going to happen for season 5. Are they going to say, ooh, okay, we better do what we did for seasons 1, 2, and 3? Or are they going to say, no, we're winding up our story, we're going to stick to what we did with 4? I'll be very curious to see, in like a watching a car crash kind of way.